Hello, my name is Sadie, and this video is for my school social studies project in Minecraft. I did it on the ancient Roman city, Pompeii. Now, this is just a small chunk of Pompeii because it is way larger than this. This is a map that he got of what it actually is. So, I'll mostly be going through a few of the most important buildings, and for the first one, we will have the theater. As you can see, pretty self-explanatory. And it has the stage, curtains, the stands, and I'm even surprised they even had a orchestra section. Now, we will now head to the amphitheater, which is mostly, you could say, like a small version of the Colosseum. As you can see, mostly like your normal baseball stadium, except it has a sand floor. So, that's the auditorium, amphitheater, I mean. Sorry. Now, we will head to the apartment building. Now, mostly this can consist of, in this version, at least 4 places for people to live in, as you can see. Lots of material, lots of things needed to use, and chests full of stuff they need, and bedroom. So, it's mostly it for the apartments. Oh, and the rich people lived on the bottom because for the poor people who lived at the top because of dangerous gases. So now I will just show you a quick example of a normal house. As you can see, sort of like the apartment building, but a little more spacey. And now we will head to the center of town, where there will be my fountain I created. Now, mostly I wanted to show this one because I wanted to show that the Romans could be able to make running water. I'm surprised they did that. Okay, now continuing. This is the snack bar. I know, I was thinking, like, why? But mostly if you're like on the move, or if you want something cheap, you can just get out the snack bar. Now we will head to the bar. So most of this is not really going inside, but mostly this is like the sort of restaurant store sort of thing, and mostly it's a bar because they planted grapes down there for wine. Here's my idea of a vineyard, but they didn't only just plant grapes, they planted wheat, thyme, other herbs, and they even planted olive trees. Here's my example. And so there's that for the bar. Oh, and here is the little farm area. This mostly has your usual animals: cows, chickens, pigs, and sheep. And I'm surprised that they even had pets of dogs and cats. So, now continuing this way. Oh, I forgot to say, but for mostly jobs here, you can be a guard, or there's certain areas where you can be like a blacksmith, tailor, or maybe even a town chef. But now we will move on to the final building, the Temple of Venus. That's mostly, I believe, a god that he worshipped, and as you can see, well, yeah, those chests are for the offerings. So, that is mostly all I'm going to explain for this video. Now, for the timeline of Pompeii, in 300 BC, it started being created from a small village. That almost happened exactly like I made this. And then it was finished in 100 BC. And then in 89 BC, the city was under attack by a Roman army. I don't know why. And then in 62 BC, there was a very bad earthquake that happened, worse than any other. But the saddest part, I would have to say, in 79 AD, there was the eruption of Vesuvius, which destroyed the town. But in 1750 AD, Pompeii's ruins were discovered, and today it is a historical landmark. So, for my sources on making this was ehow.com for searching the natural plants and animals of Pompeii. And then I used Mariamel.com for the map. Then I had Pompeii.edu for mostly on trying to search the material for the houses, which is mostly like a native stone, and for the roofs, it's sort of like a red sort of reed or tile that they use to run rainwater down. And then for my comparison, before I continue my sources, I compared my city on the capital city of Egypt, well, a capital city, Luxor. So they were both capital cities, but Luxor was in a desert, but Pompeii was in a jungle. Luxor had more temples than Pompeii, and Luxor was larger. Now, back to my sources. I used touregpt.net to search mostly about Luxor. And then, of course, I would like to thank Minecraft.net for helping me make my project. And then my final source would be the book Through Time Pompeii by Richard Platt. Now, I believe that was it for my presentation. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I wouldn't. And so, thanks for watching, and see ya. Done.